So if you have understood, you will not find difficult right now. So let's see this. So this is, this will happen during fasting condition. And this is uphill reaction, means it requires energy. Okay, same reaction, you can see the same thing. This oxaloacetate will convert into this. Pyruvate will convert into oxaloacetate, and oxaloacetate converts into phosphoenol pyruvate. You have already known this reaction. So this step, phosphoenol pyruvate, then here in place of this phosphofructokinase, phosphatase will come. Here also phosphatase will come. So this is the opposite process of glycolysis. Only actually irreversible steps are replaced by other steps. I have already described that. So energy is supplied from lipolysis in adipose tissue, and then in liver cell, adipose tissue lipolysis happens, and from this adipose tissue, fatty acid will be transported to liver, and in liver you can see fatty acid and glycerol will be transported. Glycerol will convert into glucose, because glycerol, glycerol is formed from actually dihydroxyacetone phosphate, and that is why this glycerol will convert into glucose. Okay, and then fatty acid formed. This fatty acid will provide energy to this, to drive this path. And then amino acid catabolism has also role. Fatty acid provide energy, and amino acid catabolism will provide carbon, this carbon chain. So I have given only one example here. This is the most important of the, because this is propionic acid pathway. Through this propionic acid pathway is the very important pathway. Through propionic acid pathway, succinate is formed, and then through succinate, malate oxaloacetate, and then this glucose is formed. So this amino acid provide carbon. Non-carbohydrate sources are amino acid will provide carbon, and in lipid, glycerol phosphate will provide carbon, and fatty acid will provide energy. So fatty acid is not converted into glucose. The energy is there. Energy of fatty acid is there in glucose. So remember that way. Matter is not there, but energy is there from this free fatty acid. So how does free fatty acid contribute? It does not contribute in terms of carbon or hydrogen. It contributes in terms of very high important things. It contributes in terms of energy. So this is the same revision of the what I told you. You can see biotin, propionic acid pathway also biotin, and B12 drives propionic acid pathway. Here biotin, this is biotin, and wherever you see NADH, vitamin B3, here where this glycerate, where glycerate is from, not shown here, NADH will be required. So these are lactate formed. From lactate also you can see, from lactate also pyruvate can be formed. From pyruvate, the same way, pyruvate oxaloacetate in mitochondria, oxaloacetate. This is the only reaction that happens in mitochondria. First pyruvate carboxyl. Other all reaction happens outside the mitochondria. So phosphoenol pyruvate, and then the process. Pyruvate oxaloacetate to, actually I told you oxaloacetate cannot cross directly from mitochondria. So this is to show that oxaloacetate first converts here into malate by utilizing NADH, and here NADH actually. So this is also part of malate-aspartate shuttle system. You can see this is how malate-aspartate shuttle system. This is actually a part of malate-aspartate shuttle system. You have seen in glycolysis. The same way malate goes inside and then release here release NADH, produce NADH. Here you can see the same transporter of mitochondria. Malate comes out, and then it gives oxaloacetate in fasting condition, and then glucose will be synthesized here. Okay, glucose will be synthesized. Now this is the, I have already explained you, this is the step where it is activated by acetyl coenzyme. Okay, so acetyl coenzyme has, actually fatty acid has twofold function. One is activation of this, other is provide energy. The twofold function of fatty acid. So now alanine will directly convert into pyruvate. So that's what is shown. Pyruvate can cross this mitochondrial membrane. It has got one transporter, mitochondrial pyruvate transporter. So these are the regulatory steps. First is replaced by which, these two replace pyruvate kinase step. This replace. First regulatory step is 10th step of glycolysis, and this second regulatory step is third of glycolysis, and this is third regulatory step is first of glycolysis. So these two are kinases, and this is also all three are kinases. This pyruvate kinase is replaced by this carboxylase and this pep carboxy kinase. Here you can see this.